You're not disconnected from the you who has it all. You're linked to it, and the energy field is ready for a cue. That cue isn't only about your desires, it's about who you choose to become. There's a you that's already living the dream life you imagine. It's not just an idea, it's in a certain vibe. Through the strange ways of quantum linking, you're connected to it at this moment, not later. Not after fixing things, not after mastering attraction. Right here, the real issue isn't if your ideal life exists. It's why you haven't matched its vibe yet. If things feel blocked, if aims seem distant, it's not due to distance. It's because your present self is still tied to a you that questions, waits, and holds back. But when you change who you see yourself as, not just in ideas, but in your core feeling, things start to shift around. Here's the fact, many folks never grasp this. They waste time forcing shifts from the surface, working hard, fighting, straining. Even on a spirit path, they do the same error. They picture their way to change while clinging to the self that's stuck in the past. That's why this talk isn't another take on attraction rules. It's a breakdown of how things are, and a path to switching paths in time. This is where two strong ideas connect: quantum linking and time shifting. Linking shows why your vibe impacts stuff, why your state shapes results, and why hidden habits aren't alone. You're sending a vibe into the energy field always. That vibe isn't your talk, it's your energy level. It's how your self mixes with options. Time shifting is often got wrong. It's not tricks. It's not running away. It's resetting yourself to slide between linked worlds. Worlds where other yous are real, ready to be noticed, sparked, experienced. And this is exciting. You've sensed it before. That instant when a choice flipped everything fast, that was a shift. That quick change in view where you felt new, even briefly, that was a time wave. The inner sense that you're for bigger things. That's not make-believe. That's your ahead self seeping in. In the energy field, time isn't straight, it's stacked. So your ahead self can touch back as easy as you reach ahead. You're in a loop with the you who succeeded. The link is on now. That's the key. That's the hidden truth. The field doesn't want your push. It wants your steady vibe. It wants your clear mind. It wants your energy to fit what you seek, not in words, but in how you exist. So in this talk, we'll break down what you thought about creating reality and go step by step through the strongest skill you haven't fully got. How quantum linking makes time shifting not just doable, but sure to happen when you know the way. And no, this won't focus on picturing. It won't be about wanting, hoping, or straining. This is about dropping old self, matching vibes. Reality is like a program. Next, I'll explain how linking works, not only in tiny bits, but in your daily life. We'll cover the facts behind it, but key is how this clears up everything that felt wrong in your world. The you with all you want is linked to you already. Let's see why you haven't shifted yet. Quantum linking isn't mere guesswork. It's one of the best proven yet hardest to get ideas in today's science. Basically, it means two bits once joined stay connected so that altering one changes the other right away, no matter the space between. Einstein named it weird action far off, but what's skipped is what this means for you, your mind, yourself, your world. If stuff acts that way, why not you? You're not one bit in empty space. You're a alive, pulsing area of awareness. And like those bits, you've linked not just with folks, but with yous across time paths. Yous that picked different paths, followed other gut feels, mended instead of fleeing, shifted instead of stalling, selected instead of doubting. You're not cut off from them. You're in tune or out of tune with them, and that makes the you that the field shows back as your life. But here's the snag. Most stay linked with the self that's just getting by, clinging, scared. Not by choice, but by habit. From repeats, from hurts, from self-loops so rooted they don't challenge them. What you stay linked with, you strengthen. You send out, you turn into your world. So when folks say, I tried creating, but it fails, the problem isn't their try. It's that their deep signal, the hidden one, still sends from the self that doesn't trust, doesn't act, doesn't live like the new world is theirs now. And here's where the field gets firm. The energy field doesn't answer to needs. It doesn't answer to please. It doesn't even answer to picturing alone. It answers to vibe. And your vibe isn't set by what you think for short times daily. It's formed by what you live every second. You are the watcher. And the watcher turns options into fact. But which you is watching? That's the query most skip. And it's why most never shift. Because shifting isn't an act, it's a become. You can't time shift to your ideal life if you still act from the you who feels not good enough for it. You can't change paths by picturing wins while choosing from fear. The field ignores your words. It cares what you're linked with, what you boost through acts, focus, energy. And often the you who has what you want is tugging the link. You sense it in bursts, dreams, times when world feels fragile. You catch views of that other life, not from imagining, but from merging into it. It's merging into you. The link is on. The query is, how long will you overlook it? Next, I'll show how to start relinking your field, not just by trust or thinking, but by straight, chosen self-drop. That's how we shift. That's how we change. That's how we end loops and start moves. But first, stop for a bit. If this hits home, it means you're recalling something, not gaining new. That's what linking sparks do. You don't get fresh info. You spot old truth. So if you felt a stir while hearing this, help yourself. Hit follow. Not for me, for you. For the you ready to activate and share in notes. What path are you done with? Not the one you crave, but the one you're set to drop. Say it, see it, that's the start to release. Now set for the way? You've linked with the you that doubts, stalls, settles. But the you that's already shifted, it's not distant. It's watching now. The sole reason you haven't become it is the self you're dropping keeps pulling you to the same story. Now, time to rewrite the watcher. See, every instant you're picking which you looks out. Most don't know this. They think they are their ideas, routines, traits. But that's all code. What most forget is, you're the picker of the system, and you can restart anytime. This is the core to time shifting, not turning into fresh, but stopping watch from the self tied to limits. The shift happens by drop, not by moves. So how? Let's begin with what you won't do. You won't picture. You won't repeat words. You won't shut eyes and fake elsewhere. Not now, that's what old self does to flee. But shifting isn't fleeing, it's claiming back. We start with 1. Notice. Ask now, no dodging. Who is the me picking this life now? What beliefs, fears, base views on world? How do they talk inside when alone? Dive in. You'll see a trend, an energy taste, a chest heaviness, or throat grip. That's not chance. That's the current watcher's mark, and you've shaped world through it for ages. Now, next query, maybe the biggest you'll ask, am I ready to let that me end? Because that's a true shift. It's not a hop over paths. It's a goodbye. It's the calm, aware, holy end of the self that can't hold you ahead. And most aren't ready to release. Not as it's great, but as it's known. Known ache, known fight, known self. Even tough times can seem home if you've built reasons to linger. But here now you pick, so here's the way. No fancy title, not a trick. It's the aware reset in 3 bits. Bit 1, see, sit fully now with the you ready to drop. Let them express, let them show. Not judged, shown. Most paths don't vanish from pushback. They vanish from outgrowing with ease. Bit 2, cut, here you change the link. Say out or in, this isn't me now. I free this you. I drop this watcher. You'll feel push. That's fine. Old self battles to stay, but it has force only if you think its voice is yours. Bit 3, pick. With field open, pick new self. But don't just think. Live it, stand as them. Breathe as them. Choose from their vibe. Don't ask, what would the me with all do? Ask, what does that me no longer accept? And stop accepting it now. These bits aren't once off, they're a living way. Each day, each errand is boosting new link. And soon, not years, but energy rounds, the field fits because it must. That's quantum rule. The watcher turns wave to bit. World fits watcher's self, but only if self stays steady. And here's the nice part. The you living what you want isn't unknown, not some ahead figure. It's a recall in your energy area. A road still on, waiting your steps. Next, what after shift? Because shifting isn't finish. It's start of fit in. Without blend, even strong hop crumbles from old codes trying reclaim. But now sit with this. What bits of me still pick in life though I've grown past? Do they still speak for me? Breathe. Not just for air, for your path. If you got here in this talk, you've begun what most never try. You've doubted your past's rule. You've tested the self holding your world's pen. That starts change. You may not feel shifted yet, but you've moved. Something opened. A tie eased. A cue sent. That's how every quantum hop starts. Not loud bangs, but vibe. Which leads here. You made it. You dropped old self. You freed the you that looped you. You stood in new self, even short, and then field changed. New watcher took lead in life. But now the bit no one shares. The reset. Because shifting means not just new path entry. It means steady there. Like any setup on same vibe years. Sudden new self-install brings static. You'll spot odd stuff. Folks may react new, not from your words, but they sense it. Vibe comes before talk. Acts change slight. Some chats won't click. Some ties will waver, not from push away, but tuned to old you, the one you freed. But surprise most, old path may tug back. Not as penalty, not flop, but vibe echo. You may feel swamped, feeling full, unsure, not wrong, but stepped from known vibe and body still adjusts. That's usual. Think radio switching after static years. Brief, overlap, mixed cues, ghost vibes. In that old self may say soft, look, no change. Same you. This is the check, not power of clear. Because world doesn't shift smooth, it shifts quantum. So when you enter new state, all mismatch starts fall off. What falls fights before gone. You'll want see unease as fail, but unease confirms old code breaks. And this where most undo shift. They drop back to old watcher, not better but known. So how stay in new path? Don't push, don't fake. Anchor. Anchor isn't constant repeat, isn't act fine when not. It's answer life from new self even if world lags. This real check of steady. When money shows lack, but you answer with plenty. When tie feels stuck, but you talk from full. When fear comes, you reply as best self, not oldest. Each pick of new watcher and think, feel, act you firm field. Because quantum spot, it doesn't give for push. It shows back steady. World isn't checking you. It's hearing you. Each small vibe you send says who you trust is you. So stop ask why new world not here. Ask what you did I boost today. That's where shift gets real. Not inspire times, but doubt times. When you pick over and over to be who you chose. And yes, you'll sway, forget, drop to old ways at times. But each recall, each breath back to new self, you retune field. Soon old vibes weaken, fade. What felt strained becomes easy, natural, clear. You're not faking to make. You're sensing to firm. Big difference. And one day, no notice, you'll see outside changed. Not forced, but you got rock solid in vibe. You stopped to act from lack, stopped to deal with limits. Stopped let non-believers self-talk. When that voice quiets, world must update story. So sit with this before next. What's one pick today only new path you would do? Not huge hop, one pick, one change, one fit moment of steady. That's start to boost new field. In minutes, we'll end loop. We'll cover live and ongoing quantum notice, where shifting isn't do, but become. We'll lock all learned into see, live, send way, that lifts not just life, but path itself. And so it starts. Not hop that happened, not check in noise. This where all in you calms, resets, sets. Where new you becomes only sense. Because quiet thing when you pick steady over mess again, new self stops feel fake, stops feel show. And no notice, you've become you use picture. Not forced, but stopped feed who couldn't hold. This real blend, where picks feel soft, but deep. Where answers from real not guard. Where you no more argue old ideas as not yours. They were echoes from past field, past you, no live here. This quantum in daily, not ideas, not verse, but your life. You'll see old ways don't trigger. Feel emotions come go no become self. You'll talk new, move new, not try act fresh, but no more fake who not. And that's full circle. Watcher who shaped your world replaced not magic but pick, repeat, air, notice. And so, whole field round you folks, chances sinks, start form new shapes. Not world gives prize but shows back true who you now. So next, you live, walk, wake, feel. Each time life gives contrast as will. Ask one easy, which me invited now. That's it, that's key, that's door. You're not for control live, for signal live. Your signal clears each fit pick, each calm air, each recall moment. Because true, you didn't hop other path. You dropped fake split between you and you always waiting. That life never far. That self never unreachable. Link always on. You just stopped skip it. So now only left, live like normal. When normal it real, your path doesn't lift by push. By live in, now breathe, sense body different, not hope, but no. That's Q, anchor, proof, and before end, this. If this talk hit right time, if woke old in you, this your cue, not let system pick when recall. Follow this spot not told, but inside once stay tied to this field, this match, this beat, this vibe you carry now. And share in notes, not just change, but new world ready live. Say it one line, not wish, but no. Let words be Q tells field, I'm here now. Because name life you live now, sparks in others. Field answers same. This how we change as one.